We've all heard that options trading can be super risky, right? Better learn the pros and cons before starting out. Check this video for some really good speculation strategies. Hello again, welcome back to Mind Money Masters. I'm your host Cameron for today. And before we get started, thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and share if you found anything interesting or beneficial on this video. Also, I am not an investment advisor, so any information on this video is purely for informational purposes and in no way a recommendation of any investing strategy. I really like starting off videos with a quote of the day. So today's is from Mark Melnick, an investor and host of a trading broadcast channel. Recently been in the news for, various things, but whatever perspective you have on him, he's still credited with this quote, and I like this quote a lot. 99% plus of traders don't care about Ferraris and yachts. They just want to pay their bills, save a little extra money, and sleep well at night. The only way to do that is to bat 70% or more. Anything less, and these goals are nothing more than fantasy. I really agree with this so much. Getting up to bat or trying new strategies and learning something new is the best way to become a better investor. If you aren't learning new things or trying new strategies, you aren't growing. And if you aren't growing, well, you're dying. So today, hopefully we can learn some strategies with some long call options trading. Let's get started. So, long call strategies. One of the first things that I want to discuss here is the duration. So we have a short-term, long-term, or we have a short-term, mid-term, and long-term. And basically, what are the strategies associated with this? Short-term purchase is typically less than 1 month before expiration. So we've talked a lot about expiration, strike price in previous videos. If you haven't seen that, check out my channel to find some of the older videos. But the short-term call strategy is effectively kind of playing the weeklies. If you find some options out there that trade weekly, this is a great time to do that. If you're thinking that you're going to have a massive movement in a week or a couple weeks, then this short-term call strategy is going to be a lot of in and out trading, very rapid, very volatile, and you're going to get a lot of that expiration volatility played into these weekly calls. Scalping, that's a very common time to use short-term call option strategies. Scalping typically is going to be a day trading strategy, and we can go into that too in another video. But scalping in general is going to be more of a day trading strategy with lots and lots of trades during the course of the day, taking very small amounts of money as your profit. Effectively, buying call options in the short term is playing the volatility of the underlying stock. So your goal, obviously, is if the stock goes up sharply. That's your goal, bottom line. It's more of a gamble than anything else. So it's kind of one of those things where you decide that I believe that this stock is going to go up sharply in the next week. I'm going to play that volatility, get in and get out, and you're done. Now, the midterm call strategy, and these are not actual specific industry standard terms. These are just strategies that I've come up with over the course of my trading career. Midterm calls are longer than a month, typically somewhere about 6 months or so. So 1 to 6 months is kind of a midterm call strategy. And as you could probably guess, it's kind of a hybrid between a long-term and a short-term. Well, the strategy is to play kind of an uptick, but you're also hedging your bet a little bit. So it's not as volatile. You don't have to get in and get out in the week or within the month. And say, for example, you maybe play through an earnings season, and typically, if you're going to be out 6 months, there's going to be an earnings. So you're going to hear that there could be some good earnings coming out. And if it goes the sideways on it and it goes the downside, you might have time to build back up as people trade this consistently. So it gives you a little bit more time safety. Not nearly as volatile, obviously, because there's a longer time duration. Now, as you get closer to the expiration of that 6 months out, obviously the volatility is going to spike. But when you first get into this and it's a 6 month option, they're not going to be as volatile, and you're going to be able to play kind of like the longer term game. Now, long-term calls, leaps, longer than 9 months, that's the industry standard term for a leap. A leap is a long-term call. So it's longer than 9 months. The idea here, you're definitely focusing on the longer term volatility, much less volatile. Strategy is really just kind of owning the stock. But you're not owning it in the sense of long term. So it's not a buy and hold strategy by any means, because you still have that time decay of the option. But you get a little bit more oomph, if that's a word, like within your uptick. So like the underlying security, if it goes up a certain percentage based upon the delta of the option itself, you may actually have a different type of volatility where it goes up higher in your option. So, it's really still speculation with any type of long call strategies. It's not investing. That's kind of like one of the things that I want to draw out here. You are playing the uptrend game. Whenever you go long on a call, you're effectively buying the stock, at least you're not buying the stock, but you're buying the focus of the stock going up. So you're buying into that bull strategy of this particular company. So just to kind of like recap, we're going to go through this. Any investing obviously has risk. You want to always discuss with your professional advisor before making any investing decisions. I've personally been trading options for about 15 years. I love options, but I also have a portfolio of stocks. And that's one of the things that I really want you to understand. Stocks and ETFs. If you are long-term an investor, which I think everyone should be a long-term investor and have a structured portfolio within your other portfolios. You want to have a portion of your portfolio set up for these type of risk-taking techniques. And depending on your risk level, it could be 10, 20, 30%. And it depends on your time horizon too. But I would definitely focus on building something for the long term. So buying the underlying security, whether you're looking into an index ETF or whether you're looking into structuring your own stock portfolio and benefiting from the dividends, potentially even as income, and later in life. But the one thing that I have to explain and make sure that you understand that these strategies are speculation. Now, there are other videos that I'm going to go into that you can learn better ways to hedge your risk in option investing, but those are going to be in other strategies. So, always invest in your education before you jump into any investing strategy at all. We are going to talk about puts here in the next couple of videos. So that's going to be kind of fun. One of my favorite strategies is selling kind of the long-term calendar put. So it's something that I'll share with you in the next couple of videos, but that's something that's going to be coming here in the near future. I always say it's important to have multiple sources of income. You may hear from other videos of mine that I have multiple sources of income. I invest in real estate and commodities. Also, I have my own business. I started a digital business and I created that. And I also invest, obviously, for cash flow. If you ever have any interest at all in learning how to start your own digital business, please reach out to me, comment below. There's also, if you check out the description of this particular video, several links that you can check out. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest. I'm also, I have a Facebook group that I'd love to share with you. Check out some of those links in my videos. Also, multiple videos that will discuss more trading strategies in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers to your success. Have a wonderful day.